This is a How Is He podcast with Podge and Popa, proudly sponsored by Amplify. Power up your podcast. Let's kick it off.
Episode 76 is proudly sponsored by Carl Estimating. If you're a contractor, subcontractor, supplier, manufacturer, Carl Estimating will price your job tighter than my hand in a Pringles tube.
It doesn't get much tighter than that, man.
No, you said it. Check them out at carlestimating.ie and all across their social channels. Welcome to episode 76 of the Hosey Podcast. Joined as always by my co-host Paul Popa right here in the Amplify Studios, right in the heart of Carlow Town. You love that, don't you?
Town.
Today we are joined by someone who has had a remarkable year behind the camera. From starting out as an assistant to quickly making the leap to freelance camera operator. He has been right at the heart of some of the biggest sporting moments in Ireland. This year alone, he's captured the All-Ireland finals, a high-energy American football game, and even the clash between AC Milan and Leeds in the Aviva. Beyond live sport, he's also stepping into storytelling and has directed and produced a documentary called The Freestyle Finale, Erlend Fagerli's last season, based on 10-time freestyle footballer, world champion Erlend. Am I pronouncing it right?
I was going to say, I was wondering how you're going to approach that question now.
Hit me with
Fagerli.
It wasn't too bad.
Not bad.
Erlend Fagerli.
You take a tum out your mouth.
Butchered.
This documentary is currently doing the rounds on the
film festival circuit.
Yeah, and has serious potential to be up for a few awards. You just heard him there. Please welcome a massive recent talent in sports broadcasting. Has a lesser known cousin as well. But anyway,
I think the girls might know him.
yeah. A massive welcome to Morgan Mescal. Morgan, how are you?
Cheers, not too bad, lads.
First of all, thanks for coming on the whole.
Thanks for having me on. And fair play to you. Episode 76. That's some going. And I was listening to you beforehand. It's kind of a circle moment for me. I went to college here in Carlow.
All right.
And so I've played a bit of ball with the lads you were talking about, Dolman Celtic and Castle Rangers. So I was very interested in listening to you lads chatting about them and hearing the old teams. Yeah.
You're from Clare.
I'm from Clare. Bit of a
Who's your club down there?
It is a team called, I was with Kilrush Rangers. I was in the Premier Division last year, and then you'll hear about it later on, but it's quite a tricky one to play sport while you're actually filming sport, so most of the work is weekend stuff. But joined the new team now, Callan United, so starting centre mid somehow still.
You're playing away.
Where I can get the training in. But had an out in there last week, 6-1 win, so I'll take it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Were you in Carlow long for your studies?
I did 4 years of it, yeah.
In the IT?
In the IT Carlow, yeah. So when it was back called that, great crack. The best crack I've ever had. Sure, I was doing TV media, so not much theory in that at all. The cameraman pointed and press record, hopefully.
Were you busy for that week?
Stop. Dangerous memories there.
That was triple X rated video recording at Rag Week.
Jeez, it's a good thing no one handed me a camera that way. Could be very blurry.
Any clips of me and it just cut me up, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell me, how long from Clare to Carlow now in the car?
I just 240, but I drive a Beamer, it's probably 210.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry for bringing.
Bit of a F1 fan here, so a bit of.
So what's the film?
I did actually recently. We have an Irish person in that as well, Kerry Condon, isn't it? She's Irish, she's doing very well for herself. Yeah, so
her accent is so Irish.
Oh, big time.
But it's brilliant. She's Spanish. My God, Banshee and Sharon, right? She's
that as well.
She's very good.
I'm telling you, the Irish film is coming up big time. I think it's the whole thing with the tax incentives and stuff. There's so many productions now are coming up. We have Wednesday as well. Wednesday filmed season 2 and season 3. So it's happening again.
Here.
This is going a bit off topic.
Listen to this. I heard that American game shows are leaving America and coming over to Europe and Ireland to film.
Big time, yeah. And I've actually worked on some of them as well.
Go away.
Yeah, so you're dead on correct. Yeah, you
is
have
that right? Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Jamie Foxx's show comes over every year. I've worked with him. I've met him actually. I've shown him how to do hurling. So
Jamie Foxx.
The very first year he came over, I was a camera assistant at the time. So at the end of the show, we wanted to give him something to remember Ireland or whatever. So we bought him a hurley and a little slitter and a GA top. Now we gave him a Dublin one. I probably should have got him a Carlow one. But we got him a Dublin jersey. And sure, I went up to him. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just show him really slowly. Like this is how you hold a hurley. Give it a little puck." And I just did a gentle little puck along the stage. Sure, he takes and smacks the first go into the audience. I was like, "Oh, okay. I probably could have shown me up here, the Irishman."
But baseball or something.
That's probably where it came from. Insanely talented guy. I just remember one instance. So there was a piano on set, and during the breaks, filming can be slow sometimes, but he'd go over to the piano, play a little tune, and then he got up and he'd get one section of the crowd to do one kind of a beat, next section to do some sort of a hum, and the next one to do something else. and he was playing the piano, orchestrating, pointing this on, and he'd just make a tune out of that.
He's brilliant.
That's how
I
talented
seen him
he
doing
is.
a Kuna Matata
Yeah,
to Mick Jagger.
unbelievable.
On the Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
show.
Go ahead.
He had to do
Crazy.
so that the first ball rolls and the song is a Kuna Matata, and then they roll it again.
Oh, yeah,
and
they do
artist
the
is-
style, yeah,
says,
yeah,
"A
yeah."
Kuna Matata, and he was doing the dance. Oh my God, he was brilliant. at it.
What's he film?
So he films a game show, Beat Shazam. So it's a music contestants come over.
Wow.
And the other weird thing
That
is
sounds brilliant.
they fly all the contestants over from America, and it's still cheaper. They put them up in hotels,
Yeah, yeah,
put
it's
everyone,
nuts.
and it's still cheaper because
way.
it's all the unions with the cameras and stuff. So we as
for you,
Irish,
though.
big time. Like we just work so much. I wouldn't say harder, but they're just all unionized. Whereas we're like, oh yeah, we'll get 3 episodes done one day. They only do 1 episode, and they have so many breaks to take, and it's just so broken up that way.
Where is it done? What is it? Obviously Dublin, right?
It's in Wicklow. I don't know which studio exactly. I think it could be Ardmore, it could be Ashford. When we did it, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, NDAs and stuff. I think it was Ashford we did it in. But yeah.
Oh, you
yeah.
need to sign non-disclosures. and all
I
that.
think so, and I
This
just broke
podcast
it.
isn't really that popular.
Cut that
So
out.
doesn't matter who you say. Yeah, I'm joking. Let's fucking get into the questions. That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
that was.
brilliant,
We could have ended it there, Roland, podcast.
Tag Jamie Foxx there now.
Yeah. How do you get into camera work, and what led you into sports? The sports side of it, like.
I guess I was always interested in soccer, and this is going way back now, but I actually used to have a YouTube channel, and it was my cousin set it up. So it was called Premier League Fan TV. Big Arsenal fan myself. The match is actually on now. Bad timing with the schedule.
Yeah.
But Champions League's on.
I hate
But
Arsenal.
so way back, my cousin started Premier League Fan TV YouTube channel. I joined him, and then he got sick. Like, we were young, so he got sick of it pretty quick, and I landed with the whole thing, doing the camera work, doing the editing, trying to do some sort of skills, and it's a fairly saturated thing, like tutorials, whatever. So
Yeah.
we didn't get very far, but I stuck at it, and I quite enjoyed the camera work and the editing side. So when college time came around, my mother was like, oh, here's a course with camera work. Do you want to go do that? Because I hadn't a notion what I wanted to do. So I just kind of went with the flow. I was like, yeah, grand, no bother. Never heard of the county of Carlow, but I landed in it anyways.
God bless.
But landed down here anyways. 4 years later, came out with a degree. And like my course is mainly aimed at kind of film students and all that jazz. But I knew from the start, from playing soccer, that I wanted to be involved somehow.
Yeah.
I wasn't good enough to play and make it for the Premier League. So I was like, how can I get in another way and feel that same buzz and the energy from the crowd? So camera work was in my head to do it that way.
But no one would say that, though. Lads usually go, a coach.
Yeah, that is. And Carlo is renowned for the coaching course there as well. But yeah, I went for that. And I had I don't know how I picked up the name of the company, but I heard of this company called NEP. And now they're an international brand, but they have a group in Ireland as well, because NEP Ireland. So went onto their website, found their contact page, emailed, and luckily enough, they got back to me and they were like, actually, we need a camera assistant next week. So I showed up,
No way.
did a half decent job, and the ball just kept rolling, then got job after job, and they just keep asking you back. Like, so, and then there's 2 main companies, there's NEP and then there's TVM. They're the two giants of that world. So, all the other camera operators are freelance too. So you pick up different names of companies, and you just contact them and you reach out, and eventually your name gets around that, oh, this guy's reliable, just show up on time and do the job, and you can get in that way.
Wow.
So,
But I suppose it's not something you think about when you look at games.
no,
Or
not-
even when you look at like the traitors or Late Show, whatever it may be. Like, you don't think of the guys behind the camera here.
well, I have an interesting question for you actually. I don't know, do you watch the
See, another rules, pal.
Does he not know the rules? Go on, Alina.
This is now the Morgan Mescal podcast. So League of Ireland TV, I don't know, do you watch any of that? Yeah, so that has been taken. Would you see a difference now between that and RTE, camera work wise?
Yeah, 100%.
You do?
Yeah.
Better or worse?
I actually prefer the LOI TV.
You do?
I've never watched LOI TV.
I think it's shot. How would I describe it? I think it's shot by lads who play it. I think the guys who run that are very intelligent soccer people.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
Why is that interesting?
I was going to say it's been taken over by, well, it's Virgin Media do it as well.
Yeah.
But it's a crowd called 24/7. They're an English company, and they've came in and they've kind of lowballed all the NEPs and the TVMs because it's quite an expensive business. It's like, I think for a small OB stands for outside broadcasters. They bring in 2 trucks, one with a studio and one with the camera gear, and so they set up. And I think the smallest budget, the smallest, most affordable budget one is like 30 grand or something. So it's insanely expensive, like pay the likes of me, But they come in and they do the setup or whatever, and it's proper professionals, whatever. But this 24/7 crowd now, they're kind of cutting corners and cutting costs and paying videographer. Like it's not proper cameramen. They're kind of doing it as a hobby on the side. So maybe you're right, they do play it and stuff. But like there has been times I've seen interviews set up wrong, and you know, guys like looking completely the wrong way. Like something like the camera can probably see me now. Like I'm really dead on. Like, and it should be a bit more like this.
Okay.
But it's just simple things like that RT kind of have nailed down, I would say. Like they're doing it for years and years and years.
Does that not drive the competition to go on to the same monetary level then? Because if they're doing it for less money, obviously they're still making profit.
Must be somewhere along the line. But well, for the likes of me anyways, I'm with a union, so I'm kind of stuck to my base rate. I have to do that. So like the actual going and getting jobs, I have no say in that at all, really. I just they'll get the clients, they'll get the contracts, and they'll ring up me, and that's how it works. It's kind of a chain that way.
Your shipped like anywhere. Could be anywhere.
Anywhere. I have serious mileage put up on the car. Like I have 600 and something hours driving this year already. I'm up to mad miles. Like,
that's nuts.
But I'm in Belfast, I'm in Cork, I'm in Galway, I'm in Dublin.
The other, really.
Yeah, big time, and that it seriously takes a toll as well. But actually, it's got me into podcasts a little bit, so I'm starting listening now, driving the cars. Yeah. So I'll have to tune into this one now as well.
Especially when you're driving alone, it's a distraction.
Yeah, big time. Well, it's just with the music, like you zone out, but
you do zone
podcast,
you have to stay
You can only sing White Snake so many times.
yeah. Billy Ocean bled out to death. For a guy that's probably, is it a shot to say you're kind of newish at?
Well, in the industry, I'm at it about 4 years, 3 years assistant, and I'd say it's this year I've kind of made the jump. Due to some changes with limited companies, I was the first one kind of with limited companies. They gave me a chance. Yeah. I dabbled where they've been, someone's sick or whatever, I'll come in. But now they gave me a chance on a low behind camera, which is the camera that's behind the goals. And it's quite a difficult camera to do because, say, for the likes of hurling, it's a tiny, tiny ball, and your main job is, right, get the ball going over the bar, get the ball going into the goal, and they strike that thing pretty fast. Like, I don't know how goalkeepers do it. Like, I've seen some lads warming up and they're black and blue, little bruises on their legs or whatever. But it's one of the harder positions, and I did a half decent job. And I think playing sports has helped me big time. Yeah, from being able to
the ball goes sort of.
Yeah, and I have played in goals as for soccer now, so a different speed ball. But I think that has helped me as well with reactions and stuff, because as a cameraman, there's similarities between playing it and doing the camera work, because again, you have to be at your full focus for 90 minutes or however long the match is. And the difference, I think, as well between the League of Ireland stuff and the RT stuff is the RT guys, they have big massive cameras and there's no autofocus. As that ball is travelling, you're focusing that manually with it. Whereas the League of Ireland, they're smaller cameras and they're autofocus and they can go out and they can go in. But you're totally in control of the camera for focusing and all that. So that's where the real skill comes from and why it's a little bit more expensive as well. Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is to be in it, because it's not a long time, right? So to be in it the time you are, to go to All Ireland finals, like, how does it feel to be involved with such iconic moments in Irish sport? So kind of early into your career, right?
Yeah, no, I will say I am one of the younger ones at it. I'm probably the youngest one. There's a lot of older lads. And I think...
Are you even 30 yet? No.
I'm 27 this month. Right. So I'm quite new to it. And like you're saying, like stuff for like the All Ireland, I think building up to that, I was doing a lot of the qualifying rounds or whatever, the knockout stages. And it never really hit me. It's kind of, you go in, you do your job. Because I'm used to that kind of... that arena, that venue, being in stadiums and stuff. As an assistant, I didn't have the same pressure on me as being a camera operator or whatever. Yeah. But when I went into the camera operating, I was so used to it, and I was just focused on, okay, do a good job on the camera, do a good job with the camera. And I had to go into that focused mode, and I didn't let myself really see what was around you, of the crowd and stuff. And then there was a moment in the All Ireland final, I'd set up the camera. You get there, like, it's a 10-hour day, like, you're there maybe 4 hours before the game, you set up. You call into the director and you set up whatever.
You have to be though, right?
You have to be set up, ready to go. And I was standing there, everything's ready to go. I'm just waiting for the game to start now. And there was a moment where it was just all silence, and I take off the headphone, and it's just the crowd like right behind you, because you're right sideline. There's a massive crowd behind you, and I did get the goosebumps and I did get the nerves, and I was like, and I'd never got that before. I was so used to it, but I was just like, Wow, because I'm a Clare man, so
Yeah.
I'd been in that stadium the year before where
And they
Clare
won
had
it.
won it.
Yeah.
So it was such a crazy jump that last year I was in the stands. Now I'm sideline behind one of the best goalkeepers in hurling, and I'm there right beside the thick of the action. And it was mad, like all the goals were in my goal. So I had to be on it from the start. And like I was like, okay, like from that moment of like, okay, goosebumps, nerves, okay, get back into it. I was like, okay, I'll ease myself into it. So when the ball is up the pitch, you're framing them kind of head to toe. Like they'll only use you for mostly replays and stuff if it's that far away. But you're in it. You're like, okay, I'll just take my time, ease myself into like a soccer player. Like as you're getting this game, okay, just get your first touch, whatever. But the ball throws it in, straight away down the pitch over the bar, straight away on my angle for a replay. I was like, oh crap, this is all iron final. I have to be on it. I have to be on it. Now I got it, but it was like no time to like think about it. You're straight in, like, so
Absolutely.
crazy.
Sorry, go on.
Are you assessed after every
Assessed?
in regard, like
Sort
you got
of
this
like
right, you didn't get that right?
You kind of, I think you're your own critic, your own biggest critic.
Right.
Like I'll go home
You
and
know yourself you've done something wrong, would you?
yeah. I think it's a little bit forgiven in the fact that like the directors know that everything happens so fast and you only have one chance. There's no take two like film or whatever. But I'm my own biggest critic. Like I'll go home and I'll watch the RT player and I'll watch it back and I'll see, I should have done this right, or I should have done that right, or but you do need to have a lot of confidence as well when you're going for a move, or so like goalkeeper taking a puck out. You can play it safe and just keep the camera still on him. But if you want to go the extra bit and try and prove yourself to get yourself to the biggest stage, you kind of, for a puck out, for example, you can start tight on his head, like see his eyes even in the mask, or if someone's taking a free kick, start in the eyes and then start a nice gradual zoom out, see his whole body, and then hopefully time it right that as you're out to the head to toe, he's about to hit it. So it's things like that will get you noticed by the directors, and that'll get you to the next game. And people often say you're only as good as your last game. So you want to be consistently doing the right things and the right shots, and you need to know where you have to be at the right moments as well. So for example, for the All-Irelands, I had a couple of different spots to be. So I'd get the team buses arriving, the players coming off the bus. I have to film that.
Is that you?
That was me as well. I have to film that.
Iconic shot, like the way he's going on the bus.
I have to film that. I have to know the teams. I have to know, okay, that's an important player for this game. They're going to talk about him, so you can't miss that guy going in.
See, I don't think of that.
Yeah.
See, I don't, because it's very hard to put it together.
Pick up me, it's
Oh yeah, come on. It's very hard to put it together because, as you said, right, you're recording that,
and
lads are in the gantry wherever they are talking about today's the best player. And all of a sudden, the pants, the guy in the camera showing you that picture.
You gotta
like,
get it.
I'd have thinking, is that an accident?
Yeah, no, it's all very well planned. It's
well linked, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nuts. You think you don't think about them things, like
not at all. But yeah, so we get that. Then you have to go in, run over, get the manager interviews. You then have to go in, you do the match then, and then you get the player of the match interviews afterwards, and you do the manager afterwards, and you have to be fresh.
You've done all that.
For the semi-finals, I did all of it. I was running around left, right, centre. Like, for the quarterfinals, I wasn't that, didn't know the whole run of the place like Hogan sang Kazakhstan. Well knew it after the semi-finals. And then final day it was split up a little bit. I had to do only one manager, one team arrival, not the two teams. So it was a little bit of a break. But it's a well choreographed, well-oiled machine of everyone by the end of the season knows exactly what they're doing. Yeah. So that we know, okay, you have to get this guy. And that's why the cost is so great. It's because you need to hire the producers and they'll come up with all this plan. They'll relate to the directors, and then the directors will tell us beforehand, okay, you need to get these guys. So it's
who pays RT for this?
Jeez, I don't know. Adverts and license fees.
That's
I
what
guess.
I mean.
It's
not. They're not going to GA at the end of the season with a bill for $2 million. Like.
Well, this is like
like the American football. There's 4 hours of ads and 20 minutes football. Like.
Yeah, but the American football
ridiculous,
is nuts. Though the camera will like. Do you know? Sorry, you know what? Because my mind is mental, Morgan. Right. But I do see. I remember being last time I was in a Premier League game. Was in the Etihad. It's a long time ago, and the camera was on a string.
Yeah. Spider camera. So spider
Who
cam.
operates that?
Oh yeah.
That's a whole system of it. That's a whole team on their own. So that is, you'll have I think 2 or 3 guys who rig it, and it's basically 4 massive big reels of like wired cable, and it goes up to the top of the ceiling, and then it's into the camera. So they set that up, and then there's one guy with a little remote control, and he'll fly it around the place. And then I think I don't know if it's the same guy or it must be a second guy who actually operates the camera. Then and he'll zoom in whatever for just remote control you from somewhere else. So, but it's crazy. Like, and
so
I
one
think
lad is actually moving the camera, and the other lad is going in or
but
moving
they'll be here like side by side, and they'll be in communication. Like, okay,
they're on the
get
money,
me up there. Oh, big time. Yeah, they're on more than I am. That's for sure. Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I was in Old Trafford, and the first time I ever seen a guy with a camera strapped to him. I thought he was going to bomb somewhere or something. Yeah, it's strapped to him and 2 handles. Yeah. He's just walking around. He was like a fucking deconstructed R2D2 or something. Just walking around with the...
Doc Ock.
What is that?
That is called...
you know what I'm talking about?
Another one,
yeah, it's called a Steadicam. So basically it's a handheld camera sort of thing that they have the ability to move anywhere they want to get... I think it gives you an extra freedom as a cameraman that you can create shots of like get the corner flag and you get that iconic shot of the player coming over to kick the ball and you come from the corner flag. You know, you can just do arty bits with it. And again, that's more of a budget. That camera operator gets paid extra for the kit and whatever. But like all up until that, so like with the All-Ireland final, we had one on the All-Ireland final as well. But up until then, it's just a guy holding this big massive camera and like I've done it. Your back is broken by the end of it. Like, it's crazy. I used to have this little snood. I loved it. It was an Arsenal snood, great for the winter. But I used to wrap it around my hand, so I don't know if the camera can see. But you'd hold the camera up with this hand and this hand. You'd use these 2 fingers to zoom in and out, and then with this pinky, you're focusing, and you have to do this for 90 minutes. But you're holding up an eyepiece, so you're looking in there, and by the end of it, your hand would have the mark of the eyepiece like imprinted onto your hand. So I had this snood, and I had it every game, and then. It was after...
That's hard, man.
It's tough. It's tough. It takes a while to get used to.
No, thanks.
But it was after the American football game last year. I was operating on a handheld for TG Carr, and I was delighted with the game. Again, you get to do loads of arty shots, like getting the guys kicking the ball from really close and little things like that. I was delighted with how it went. I was on a buzz like after it. I'd had a great game, I guess. It was a great operating day myself. I was walking in and one of the fans was putting his hand out. I never really interact with the fans either, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll give him a high five. And it was the hand with my snood. And then he grabbed the snood and he pulled it off, and sure, he's gone into the crowd. I was like,
was your eye to get too big for your boots?
I was there holding the snood with one hand, the camera with the other hand. I was like, oh, which do I lose? So I had to let go of that and keep mind the camera. So if anyone wants to sponsor me with a new snood, I'd love one. Thanks.
And he went home then and burnt it for kindling.
Probably because it was an Arsenal one,
Tell me this, favourite position or angle on the camera?
There's 2 I really like doing. And that would be the low behind. So it's the one I spoke of. Yeah, it's behind. Yeah, it's in the name.
In what sport? In which one?
There's a lot. I'll actually go through it with you. I was hoping to do this already, but I think camera work is a lot like a soccer formation, as in you have your positions, and it's the same with camera positions. So I don't know where the camera is, but you have your
sure we can get that.
Say if this is
pitch.
If this is a football pitch, you have your camera 1, which has your match that you're watching the whole time.
You're talking halfway line.
Halfway line, you see the whole play as it's developing. They follow you.
Does that camera move, or is it just
moves? It's a person behind it.
Is it? But is it like is it a 360 movement, or is he?
Sort of. It can go 360. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's only facing the pitch, so there's that one. That's what you're watching 90% of the time. Quite an easy camera in the sense that it's a wide shot. So. But on the other hand, you're live most of the time, like 90% of the time, and you can't lose the ball. Yeah. Then your camera 2 is right beside it. It's a zoomed in version of that. So you get your cool reactions to tackles and stuff. You have your handhelds that go up and down. And then for rugby, you have guys in the corner, TMOs. You know the TMOs? So they're the guys that can't miss the tries, or it has to get the foot that goes outside.
We are 8 already.
We're at many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and they all have numbers, 6 or something. For soccer, then you have your low behinds. They'll be behind the goals, there and there. And then soccer also has offsides. There'll be one here, one here. So it gets a lot. It really, really, really does. And then, like you said, you have your spider cam as well. And then the low behind might jump over, do the interviews and stuff if they need to double up for a job.
So how many cameras at a Premier League soccer match?
For Premier League, I would be imagining probably about 15 or 16. Is
that including the VAR cameras
and the spider one?
The VAR will.
Does every ground have a spider cam?
I think they do
only
now, do they?
the bigger venues will have them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
'cause
it'll
that'll be
eventually come
expensive.
in, won't it?
Anfield wouldn't have them.
Yeah,
would
well,
they?
like
Wouldn't
say,
afford
like
it.
even the Emirates now has.
We have trophies anyway, not like Old Trafford.
Last year, the Emirates actually had a new camera. I don't know if all the stadiums have it, but it was especially for, I don't know, was it offside, but it was like a rail camera that went over and back. It looked like kind of like a FIFA camera.
Like the
and everything.
athletics one, like the athletics, you know, one for the sprint. You ever seen
It's
the one
probably
for the
that, yeah. It was on,
sprint?
and it just flies.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
now I've never seen this one in person, but yeah, they have those, like the technology's mad as well, and they have these big cranes as well with cameras in the end too. There's loads of different variations. But sorry, I'm gone off track. Favorite position is probably the low behind, mainly because it's such a fast camera to operate, so you have to be on the ball, and I like that. I like the tension and the nerves of right, you can't miss the shot or whatever.
Yeah.
And again, you're the closest to the players and to the goal. Like when they celebrate, it's often they'll run right in front of your camera. and you get great shots. Or,
Gerard kissing the camera.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That sort of a
Remember
thing.
that, bud?
You got an STD from it.
And the sort of the lens. But anyways, so
If an incident happens on the sideline between two managers and you're recording the game,
yeah.
you're using your initiative to go, you flip to this.
Yeah, you have
I'm
to.
watching this.
Podge
Yeah.
and Popa are killing each other on the
Oh
side.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Podge's
there's
winning.
bits you miss, not bits you miss, but bits the director miss. Like, so even this weekend I was down doing the Kerry County final, and there's two lads proper going at each other, like, and I was on it for ages, and the director just didn't want it. So eventually you kind of have to just pan away, and like if the director doesn't want it, they don't want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you use your own initiative. Now, if you were the camera one where you have to cover the match, you can't do it. But all these bonus cameras, that's where you can play around with it a bit and get cool reactions.
One of them will pick it up eventually.
Yeah, that's it. Like when you have 12 cameras, you'd want to be getting it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Are you being directed?
I am. Yeah.
So you've earpiece in.
I have a headset, and it's
coming your
really,
way and
it's
blah,
really
blah, blah.
interesting to hear the chat. Actually,
Is
yeah.
it just talking? Can you talk back?
I can talk back. Yeah, but I don't often. You'll talk back for your checks at the start, but you won't talk back during the game.
Just to make sure it's working and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
I was going to ask you about the VAR. Sorry, I want to go back.
yeah.
Are the VAR cameras a separate thing then?
No, they'll take a feed.
They'll take it
They'll
from-
communicate with the director.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
they'll ask, can we get a closer angle? Can we get this angle? You've probably seen it on the Instagrams of Premier League. They post some of them how they're discussing, can we see the other angle or whatever. So that's them talking to the director. The director will feed them then whatever angle they're looking
That's
for.
nuts. I did not know that was the collaboration there. I thought that was all referee.
But it's the same with the TMO and the rugbies. They have a line to the director as well.
Same thing.
Same thing as well.
It's
Yeah.
amazing how they all link in for that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it'd be another
Pretty
added
small, isn't it?
expense.
Yeah.
Another added expense if they needed more cameras
Oh
again.
yeah,
like,
you
so.
want VAR,
Look, you
few
use
bob.
what's there. Yeah. Yeah.
What? I'm mad on technology. I'm not very good at it.
No,
What's you know, what is the next thing? What's the next thing? Technology. I know.
Well, I think everything is getting smaller. Like you can see, like the cameras here, they're small, but they're of great quality. And I think that's the way it's going. Like you've got a lot of guys that can go out now with gimbals, like, and you're like that
GoPro
big,
style.
But you see that thing of like you said earlier, the Doc Ock, the Steadicam, that yoke, like that could probably be minimized down to a gimbal down the line.
Tell for people who don't understand, what's a gimbal?
A gimbal is you stick a camera on it. You hold, it's like a stick,
Like a
that
selfie
you-
stick. I know
like
it.
a
I know
selfie
the one.
stick.
It's
And
you put it on the whole.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like when you move a chicken and the head
Yeah.
doesn't move. That video of
Yeah.
the chicken.
Yeah.
It's the same with a stick, and you put the camera on. Whatever
Or
way
is
you
it a
move
topic?
it, whatever way you move it, the camera stays steady basically. So.
Yeah.
Now, I just point the camera and hope for the best, but there is techier people out there that know more about what way the industry is going to go. Not sure myself. I just get put in the camera and told shoot it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it probably is going to go smaller, which is a pity because it looks more impressive when the
Smaller
cameras are
but
big.
more quality.
But more quality, yeah. Yeah. Now, obviously, these ones have great capabilities that maybe the smaller ones don't have as good of focusing and the zooming and stuff all at once. But yeah, I think it's smaller is probably the way it's going to go.
If you were to invent an accessory to make your life easier, apart from obviously a snood around your hand, what would you be anything that you'd say just that make my life a lot easier?
Oh, do you know what? Speaking of Doc Ock, like it'd be great to have arms that would just do the whole thing for you. Wouldn't it? Like 4 cameras in each one, just you could be a one-man walking studio. Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah, no, that makes obviously you're not trying to zoom in and zoom out with what like if you have someone doing it for you. It's
Or do you know, even I don't know if this exists or not. I think they have like some sort of what's the lens you put in your eye?
The fisheye lens thing, or the meta camera, the glasses.
Something like the glasses, but you stick it in your eye and
Contact
you can
lens,
a contact lens.
Yeah.
If they can make something like that I don't know connects to your brain somehow. Like I'm talking way in the future. So, but
don't think you're that far.
I think it's total recall over there. Look at
yeah, connect to your brain with your mind. You can be like, okay, I'm gonna look at this, zoom in there. You wouldn't miss a thing then, would you?
I don't think that's not too far away. I bet you.
Maybe not. I feel like I've heard that something has been developed like that you can see through these lens contacts or something. But
women will have 3 breasts as well.
that's not a bad thing, is it?
But you can get the fucking glasses, right?
Yeah. Have the camera there.
Yeah. Should I be going Andy as a cameraman? All you're doing is that, look.
That's it. Yeah. If you
and
just
zoom,
be zooming like this, zoom and focus.
Yeah. The ambulance waiting for you outside after the match. But that lad over there has been fitting his fingers all game.
Yeah.
That's so fucking interesting, Morgan. Like, because you kind of come in here speaking to you, and I was like, "Whoa, this lad doing a bit of research on it and all that," and you're thinking. Yeah, sure, it's a match. But when you go into the fine details of the operation, like it's a massive operation.
Yeah. Now it's not all
massive.
The other thing is like I see. So I'll post a good few stories. I'm not allowed to post everything to my story, but I'll post a good few pictures of like, okay, All Ireland Day. I'll take a photo, and I do get quite a few like, geez, I'd love to be doing your job kind of thing. But I think people don't see.
Very interesting job.
But people don't see the other side of it. Like it is a lot of hardship. Like the rugby. We're going into the winter now. Like I'll never forget. One of my first days, I got the call of like, oh, you operate on the 1st of January down in Galway doing the rugby. I was like, yeah, just operating, I'd love to. And then I land down, I was actually doing the New Year's countdown the day before that, assisting. So I drive down from Dublin down to Galway. I think I got 3 hours sleep in a cold car in the car park waiting for him to open up. Landed down and I was doing what's called the high behind. So you're in a cherry picker, kind of a big crane. You build the camera on the crane and the crane goes up into the sky. So you're really up high. Okay. And I've never had any luck in Galway. It's always lashed rain. And like I was freezing. It's a 10-hour day. I'm stuck up there in the wind. I think people never see that side. Like you have to, there's a lot of work that goes in before you make the All Ireland final day in the summer. You have to do all these shite days in the winter and stuff. And like that even like, so there is, I was doing the camera assistant for the 4 years beforehand, but I was working with smaller like Facebook live streaming companies. And I think that's what helped me a lot. I was working with smaller camcorders and I was doing the likes of, I don't know if you've heard of the Gaynor and Kennedy Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I stream all that as well with a smaller company. Now, the money's not as big, but...
What are they called?
Full-time Productions?
Full-time Productions.
Yeah, they're the ones that do it. Yeah. So he kind of gave me my first gig out of college, actually. So I've always, like, the money's not, obviously the budget's not there for underage soccer. So obviously the budget for the cameras is a little bit less. But I've always tried to come back and help him out and use what skills I've learned from the bigger companies to bring it back to the smaller companies. So like this is one of the things that has helped me big time, that when I did make that leap into doing the big jobs operating, I had that experience of, okay, I've done a low behind for like under 14s. It's not as quick, but it's the same principles that are in play. Yeah. Like you're still trying to do the same framing and everything. So when I went into the bigger jobs, then it's not absolutely totally new to me. It's, you know, you have some bit of experience to back it up. I think not everyone can go and do under 12s women's soccer game. You know, it's a lot of ball out of play, throw in, ball out of play. And it's long because we do like...
But you have to serve your time as well though, right?
That's it. You have to serve your time. But there's a lot of assistants now that are still assisting that haven't made the jump up yet, or they've had opportunities and haven't grasped it. And I think it's because they've only ever watched and they haven't done the smaller gigs or live streamed. And maybe they just have been unlucky and they haven't got those opportunities, but it's definitely served me in a good way.
Talk to me about the future live streaming, because I feel like it's going big. Like I feel like we're very close to, let's talk about junior soccer. I think we're very close to games being live streamed.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see more of it on a local level. Like I've actually reached out, like I'm quite close with Full-Time Productions, and I reached out to a couple of local leagues, one being Carlow here, because I tried to get it going for the Carlow League, and the chairman kind of said, yeah, I'll think about it, we'll bring it up at the next boardroom meeting. Then it kind of got stretched to the next one, and then it kind of just went dead. But I brought it up to the Clare lads, and I was like, look, this is the budget we have. We can do it for this much. And there's been negotiating. I was like, I'll try to cut you a deal. But eventually we got it going, and we streamed last year the Clare Cup final, whatever.
Brilliant.
And we had two main cameras, and then we had a jib, so that crane camera that I said, which is huge for a local soccer league, and on a budget as well. So it wasn't breaking the bank for them either. And as soon as we we had interviews pre before the day of the game.
Proper production,
and that's because I was directing it. I'd never directed one before, but I had all that knowledge of, okay, I've had a director in my ear. I know how it goes, and I know what brings the production value. So I had gone to, Tulla was one of the teams. I'd gone to them the week beforehand to their training session, interviewed their they were losing the semi-final and the guy scored a hat-trick. So I interviewed him, got his story, got the manager. Then I went to the other guy's Newmarket. There was a guy that was just bagging goals all season.
FAI Journal Cup champions a few years ago.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah, they're a very strong side. It's a team that they're so close to Limerick. It's like trying to don't lose the players to Limerick, try and keep them in clear kind of thing. That's our struggle down that side. But interviewed them, played that before the game, got the hype up, graphics, team lineups, the whole shebang, played the match, and then even it helped me as well as a director, having gone to the training sessions. I kind of learned who was who in the teams. I knew one of the lads had played with underage Ireland squad or something. So literally during the game, I was like, camera 2, can you get a close up of this guy while the ball was in play? And we come to him, and then we come back to the wide, and literally seconds later, he scored the match winner 1-0 in the final. And
this has all been streamed.
That was all being streamed, and it got I think overall, the trailer for the stream got 10,000 views. The stream itself is up to 4,000 views, and it's just the board straight away on the day as we're packing up. They were like, "This is the way forward. We're going to stream this every year." So straight away in the bag.
It is 100%. It's going to happen.
Carlo League, if you're listening.
Yeah. If you had that,
yeah.
Is it too much to ask that you pick a game of the weekend?
Yeah.
And you just have one stream, one
just
game
one
every
camera.
weekend?
Yeah, one camera stream.
No, you'd have to be patient, right? And you might only maybe go for 500 views or people tuning in.
Well, yes, of course. It's like anything else.
Depends on the game, Podge.
It takes
time.
If
you pick the game of the weekend, right, a Parkville Newark, a Collection Pats, games that lads go watch. You
need that diversity, because if you're going to the same team, it's going to be the same lads tuning in every week. But if you dish it out, share it around, you'll have those lads tuning in every week, I think. So that'll build the views, and in friends and family, that those players, teams will tune in. That's my thinking of how I hope.
People love watching people on the television that they know.
Yeah, big time.
Rather
but even
Parkville Newark was a bad example, to be fair.
I didn't notice.
Oh, it depends on the game, Podge. But it's.
But I didn't notice on the day of when we did the Clare stream, but apparently I got reports back from a few friends that are from town. They were like, 3 or 4 of the pubs in Ennis were showing it on the live stream. And that's another thing, there's so many pubs in town here as well that are so invested in soccer too that they'd definitely throw it up, and you get
what's on the television.
That's again, like you said, people like to see people that they know.
You know what I mean? Game on a Friday night.
Imagine Felix Pat's been live streamed. Had lads all over the world watching it. we got to a Kenny Gus semi-final in 2019 or 18, I want to say. And that was, I think, Full-Time Productions' first year.
Yeah, one of the first
of streaming the games.
Yeah, crazy.
And I remember getting a message after it saying there was 10,000 watching your stream.
Yeah, it's
mental. No, your game was streamed. It was at one point there was 10,000 in. Yeah. Is there a Kennedy Cup semi-final? He goes, yeah. That was nuts.
I think Full-Time Productions in particular, they've a massive following now as well. And I think that was one of the selling points I did for the Clare League. I was like, these guys get those kind of numbers anyway, so you already have a little bit of a base audience there as well that'll just tune into everything. So even if I go to the Carlo, you already have some bit of following, some bit of views already there that'll automatically tune in, and then you're adding more to it as well.
The amount of people, the amount of teams that's now showing their goals through VAO.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine watching the whole game.
I see.
Some of you wouldn't watch the whole game. Like if the team was 3-0 up, you say, fucked up watching that. But it was a tight game. And this is a cracker of a game here.
But the VEO has an option. I got an email during the week to stream games now. So through your VEO, you can do it live through your socials, and you can stream the games. Now, obviously, there's a cost that occurs. To advertise it is free, right?
Yeah.
But it's probably free for the first 5 minutes or something, and then if you want to continue to stream, you pay X amount. So, but I do think it's the future.
Yeah.
You're not talking about directing, right? How do you get into a project on a documentary for a 10-time freestyle football world champion?
Yeah, that is crazy. I think it comes back to my YouTube days as well. I was cat at soccer at the start. I had no confidence in the ball, nothing.
You don't come with Papa so far, are you?
Pushing, bud.
But
not water anyway.
But I came across YouTube videos of these guys called Skill Twins, and they did soccer tricks or whatever. And that it's not fully freestyle, but it kind of got me into doing tricks with the ball around the world, all that kind of stuff. So I had a bit of a knowledge of freestyle football. And then I went up to the Irish, there's an Irish freestyle championship on every year as well.
Did you enter it?
I didn't enter that. No, I'm not not nowhere near that good. But I went up to that anyways, and one of the judges was this Erlend Fagerli. And I've seen him through Instagram. He's insane. He's a machine, big star in this world. And I was like, oh, I'm doing a film course down in Carlow. Can I get your details? I'd love to make a documentary on you. Just, I was like,
shoot your shot.
Cool guy here. Like, that's something that I can use,
Yeah.
So got him anyways. And he was like, yeah, grand, whatever. And then I put it on the long finger. I was, college and whatever else, partying and rag week. And yeah. But eventually it came around to, like, I'm talking like a year had passed now at this stage and I'd kind of forgotten about it. But he put up in his story then one day, this is going to be Erlend Fagerli's last season. He's retiring now. He's only like 28 or something, but it's a lot on the joints and it's a lot of work. Like these guys train 3 times a day for the last 20 years or something. They're training
There's
non-stop.
a circuit, right? There's a circuit for them to go to perform on.
Yeah,
right?
There's like Red Bull sponsor competition. Then they have an organization called the WFFA, who are the World Freestyle Football Association. Yeah. So they put on competitions as well. But yeah, he said he was retiring, so he had 2 more competitions, one in Kenya and one in Red Bull or in Belgium. And I was like, well, I can't afford Kenya, but I'll fly over to the one in Belgium if you're still on for this documentary. So I fly over, film with him, and then I go to Norway as well to film him at his home house, do some interviews and stuff. And then while I was at the one in Belgium, that was the Red Bull sponsored event. And I got talking to those guys and they were like, oh yeah, you can have archive footage, whatever. So that was like class. Yeah. So I had tons of footage that I could use. And then it was a matter of sitting down, editing it, got it all done. But like, yeah, crazy process of just fate of how he landed in Belfast as a judge and just shoot your shot and see opportunities that are in front of you and try use it. Like, that's it. That's it.
How do you direct something like that though? Like, how do you, like, it's a documentary, so you're not scripting it. But obviously you want to set up shots.
Yeah. So
how do you make it real and still suited for a cameraman or for a director? Do you get me?
I think for the competitions, it's a lot that's happening in front of you anyways. And there's times when I think it's the experience of having worked in sports already as the camera assistant from the TV world, you kind of learn to know when you can kind of get in their face and kind of ask them the questions and when you kind of have to take a step back and kind of shoot from afar. It's like there's times in the documentary where so the competition in Belgium was his last one, so he's quite emotional and he ended up, spoilers, he lost in like the semi-final or something in his last one. But that was quite a moment where I wouldn't say he was mad at himself.
Are documented?
He was a little bit, he's quite critical of himself as well, like how I am when I'll go back and I'll watch my matches. He's down to a T, like every move that he makes and all that. So he goes into the room afterwards and he's on his own. He's kind of, he needs a moment for himself. So, just shoot him from a distance and things like that to show the story but even that works because he's isolated. He's on his own. This is a lonesome moment. And then you can kind of, when you go to his hometown, you can see him in his natural environment. And that makes him open up a little bit more and express himself more because he's comfortable in that area. He knows you a little bit more. So again, that's a lot more easier than to film. And that brings out other emotions too, that when he's, he knows certain landmarks in his village that that's where he's trained for the last 10 years and it's got meaning to him and stuff. Like he brought me into his house and he's like, here's my Guinness World Record, here's my trophy from Kenya. It was like crazy things.
Was he full time at? That was his full time job?
Non-stop. Like, and it's an incredibly tough sport to do that full time because not many, like there's many athletes, but there's not many that reach the heights he has reached. Like he is considered by everyone as the GOAT of freestyle soccer, the greatest that has ever played this sport. Like, I met one of the presenters.
I'd watch that doc. No.
But I met one of the presenters of the show this year in London, and he was telling me the story of him how they don't usually drink, but they had a beer or two after one of the tournaments, and he was a little bit tipsy or whatever. But he was going out, and some of the lads were kicking the ball around doing tricks, and he didn't know these tricks beforehand, and he was like, "Oh, show me that trick." And then, like a hard drive, you plug it in, load up the move, and he just does it straight away. He can just do anything. Like he's an absolute machine. And
what's his background, Morgan? Did he play a bit or just?
I think he played soccer like any other kid back in the day, and then he saw a YouTube video, got into it, and then so himself and his brother, he was the number 1 in the world. His brother was the number 2.
Shut up.
So they were constantly pushing it, and that's what helped him reach the levels. Like he does something, he has to be better, has to be better, and they pushed each other on and on and on. And I think so. The brother's name is Brynjar, and he retired the year before Erlend retired. And I think that was tough because they'd spend like 20 years or whatever
road
training
together,
this
yeah.
all the time, pushing each other. I think he felt really isolated then on his own. And he talks about it in the documentary. He had a depressive episode.
Wow.
Like it's tough.
Watch that, man, you.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
How do you document emotion, Morgan? Like how do you know when to turn the camera on? How do you know when to zoom in? How do you know when to have pure silence where all you can hear is the gulp? Like, how do you do that?
It's instinct, isn't it?
There's a bit of that, but like they kind of teach you that in college as well. But like you know, you can read the body language. Like they do kind of start to tense up, and you know that you've hit a chord or something when you ask a particular question, and that's when you know you have something. But that's where you can't interrupt because they're in that flow of thought now. You got to just let them express what they're going through in their mind and what they're conversing in that moment. And that's, yeah, I think it was a little bit tougher getting it out of him because English isn't his first language. Because he's Norwegian, he
Well, being from Clare, that's so him anyway.
some accent I have anyway.
Ouch.
But where was I going with that now?
Sorry.
No, it's grand, but I've lost my train of thought.
No. See, my mind is right. So you're shooting a documentary. You're after asking him a groundbreaking question. All of a sudden, you start to see the shivers, the quivered lip, and you're getting the camera right up into his face.
Yeah.
So, like,
I think it was more a comfort thing. I think I didn't approach it until towards the end because I think we both knew that was going to be a big factor of the documentary. That's our, as we call it in filmmaking, our black moments. They're kind of the worst feeling the character has. The most down they're going to be. And I think I left it towards the end of the interview because I when I went to Norway, it was 3 days, and I'd only ever met him in Belfast once, Belgium for 2 days. So this is my only third, fourth time meeting him. Really,
you have fair grit to do that, don't you?
Yeah, but I think you need to have a bond slightly built up. You can't just go in and I couldn't just ask you. So what was your toughest moment of your life? Like, I couldn't just ask you now.
If you didn't get consent, you'd be in prison, like for stalking. You know what I mean? You can't meet someone 3 times, follow them home with a camera.
That's it.
Just outside your window. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's very intrusive, for sure. But I think after a while, it kind of becomes invisible. Again, if that comfort level is built, and if you've built some sort of a bond, it does kind of go invisible after a while. And then you're able to. It's more like a conversation then. And I think at that stage, like I said, we both knew that this was going to build up. So it was at the very end. He was comfortable talking to me at this stage, and that's when he was able to open up and tell me exactly what happened. And yeah, and it was a really tough moment for him.
You have to make them forget the camera is there and rolling, right?
Yeah, big time.
That's hard.
And that's bigger than a cameraman's job.
But I think it helps that you do kind of go through when the first time you interview him, you'll have the camera framed up. But I deliberately try and sit quite a bit, not right behind it like this. I kind of put it a little bit to the side so that they're not really eyeing the camera. Their eyes are only on you.
Gotcha.
That takes out that picture of the camera. It's invisible then a little bit. It's more of a little bit more personal then. 100%.
Where can we find that?
The documentary? It's not released yet. So at the moment it's tied up with film festivals. So I'd love to put it out on YouTube tomorrow, but they have rules that you can't publicly have it available online until it's done the festival route and stuff. So I'm waiting on that. It premiered in London. So because I was tying in with the WFFA, they gave me some archive footage as well.
Brilliant.
I hit them up and was like, well, look, I know you're having your World Championships in London this year. Usually they have it in Prague. And I was like, that's a bit far. But London, I was like, it's right next door. I can come over, give a little bit they asked me to do a little bit of a talk. So I did an intro for it.
Brilliant.
And they premiered it. And it was perfect because like most films that are made now, it's like, what are you going to do with your short film? Oh, I'll put it in film festivals, the usual kind of thing. But luckily, like this was an audience just for freestyle footballers.
Yeah,
that's
perfect.
The people who want to see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the place is packed out. It's like this arena and it's packed out. Everyone wanted to see it. Everyone knows who he is. And like people come up to me afterwards like, oh, you'd have made the documentary. That's brilliant. Like, oh, fair play. And like, that was crazy for me. I was like, it's like something that I just went up to Belfast. I was like, hey, do you want to do a documentary? Like, it's crazy how far it's gone. Like, I didn't expect it to get this far.
But all documentary makers have to start somewhere like that, don't they?
Yeah.
Tell me.
But it's a bit of luck as well.
Just when
for sure.
you're still on him, the football, is it just a normal football?
There's
the football.
It's like with a soccer pitch, you get a bit of leniency of like the distance of it. Like it has to be in within a certain distance.
The actual ball is the weight of it. Is it a heavier ball?
Yeah, so you can have a light ball, you can have heavy ball, you can have it slightly deflated. It's totally preference. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now I think they're trying to tighten it up a little bit. That so there's less variables, but I think that it's quite up to the athlete themselves. So like when I'm playing it, I like kind of a little bit of texture on the ball so I can get more grip to do around the worlds or whatever installs. But then there's other people who like a ball completely smooth, and
Tell me if this is very intrusive, right? But talk to me about the monetary side of putting it together.
Putting the documentary together. Yeah, that is a budget. A lot of an expense, 100%. I would say this one wasn't the worst, to be fair, but it was all paid out of my own pocket.
Wow.
So it was like the expenses was trip to Belgium, flights, Airbnbs, cost of a rental car in Norway, all that stuff. But like the camera,
isn't it?
I'm a filmmaker anyway, so I had a camera. I didn't have that extra expense. I didn't need to rent stuff. I had it. And then I had to pay an editor. That was about it. I tried to sit down myself and I couldn't edit it myself. I was like getting bogged down. Then obviously I've worked myself. So I hired someone to edit it. But like there's another film I'm trying to make. It's about Jack the Ripper. It's a short film. There's but that like that like so back to your budget question, I think the documentary set me back maybe £1,000 maybe, give or take 100, 200.
I'd say that's okay,
that's
right?
not bad like in filmmaking terms. And then like
week's wages,
like to be honest, the film festival price as well. When you enter, no, God no, you pick a creative job to escape the 9 to 5. You're working 24/7, like. But so I think it was about £1,000. And then when you enter a film festival, there's a price to that as well. So you have to submit it. It's like £25 a pop, like, so that's not cheap either. And like I think I only entered 14 of them. I got accepted in a Dublin one, so I had a premiere in Dublin, and it was crazy. I was down doing the Kerry County final this weekend, and I've never really met the director in person, but she was doing her your pre-game check. She's like, "Hey, camera 5, is this Morgan? Yeah. Have you got a tally? Like the red light to tell you you're live, whatever, all this." And she goes, "By the way, I saw your documentary. Fair play, well done." I was like, "Oh wow, it's getting out there. People are seeing this that I didn't even know."
Piracy, that's not released yet.
But it played in the film festival in Dublin.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even make myself. but yeah, so I went up to the awards night for that. That was awarded for best documentary. Didn't win. Thought I was robbed, but
you were nominated for it.
Got nominated for best documentary. So that was big, like, because I'd never been recognised for anything yet so far.
You knew about, brother.
Yeah, but what was I going to say? No, you're okay. That's my fault as well.
Come here. I can't go past Jack the Ripper. Talk to me about what you're making there.
Stop. But like when you're talking about budgets, this one has sent me back about 10 grand, I'd say. This is a big money short film project.
Based in
Ireland, which involved a lot of location scouting of finding really old looking streets.
Me, you're getting me really interested now. How do you recreate Victorian England where Jack the Ripper was synonymous?
Let me think of locations. So I've used Kilkenny, the butter slip. That lane.
Tailor-made.
So someone's died in there in the film.
Yeah, obviously.
He's killed quite a few people in Galway. He's killed quite a few people in Dublin.
There's a few lads now on John Sweeney Park film in there. It's plenty lads got cracked down.
But so I've been all over Ireland filming this as well. But cast of 9 people, crew of just people that come and go because it's taken me ages. Like I think I'm 3 or 4 years into this now. It was my final year project and it kind of dragged on and dragged it on. Yeah, so it's taken a while, but it's almost there. I have one more scene left, so
brilliant,
almost there. Yeah.
Do you know when you're releasing them? Please send them to us. We will plug the show.
I will do.
Especially the football one.
Yeah, 100%. No, I'll let you know when it comes out. Anyways. But I'll let you know when it's all out. So even I'm trying to get the documentary now. So I work in Fair City as well. I'm working there tomorrow.
Sorry for that.
yeah, big time. Like that's all the budget goes to the sport. It doesn't go to Fair City at all. Yeah. So like I'm doing like camera assist, video assist, a bit of everything. But because I know some guys in there, like the guy over Fair City was like, "Oh, you've done a documentary. Have you met the documentary unit manager, whatever?" So I'm kind of hoping that I can get something televised. You know, maybe a little bit of money back in my pocket. I don't know. We'll see. But that's my next hope is try to get something televised.
Yeah,
that we'll get a title.
Surely sell, right?
Hopefully, like I try to take it one step at a time. Just focus on getting it done first, and then afterwards see where it goes. Yeah. So
and anything else in the fire?
That's enough for now, I'd say. Yes, that's kept me busy. Yeah.
That's very interesting, Morgan. Really is. Like you're clearly okay. Sport or documentaries? Where are you?
I think the documentaries are easier to make as from you said sport, not film. I was going to say documentaries is easier than film because it happens in the moment and you're more recording. You don't have to be as creative. You're not coming up with stuff.
Yeah.
But sport, I think sport is
like
always
live sport.
I think I'm better at sport.
Okay.
Now the documentary came out very well, but that because it was a sports documentary.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could take on a challenge of something else that was more emotional or, some dramatic event of a murder that I was documenting or something like that. I
just realised your man's name that done the Super Size Me in America. His first name's Morgan, isn't it? Morgan
Is it?
Spurlock.
Yeah. Wasn't me anyways.
That documentary. Watch that documentary.
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Me.
For someone that works in TV and film, it's the one thing I always get asked. Like, have you seen this film? Have you seen it? And I'm like, no,
he eats
sorry.
McDonald's. Did you ever watch it? Super Size Me. It's over 20 years old. He eats McDonald's 30 days in a row.
That's crazy.
And if he goes to McDonald's and they said he wanted to go Super Size, he can't say no.
Yeah.
So his breakfast, lunch and dinner is at McDonald's for 30 days. It was his first documentary.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's all super size.
That's mad.
If they said they want to supersize it because they have to, no, he has to say yes.
Okay.
And it just followed his journey.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, man, you want to be getting an idea like that.
Yeah, yeah.
A day in life for Postman.
Yeah. Is that the day today, is it?
Yeah.
Is there a dream sporting event you'd love to cover?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think when I got into this job, I think my end goal was always Premier League. Like as an Arsenal fan, I've gone over to the Emirates, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now, and like the atmosphere is just insane every time. And like soccer is the main sport that I love and enjoy playing and watching, and I think that's what's good for me about doing the rugbies and the hurling was I didn't always know the stars where like other people would be like, oh wow, that's such and such. And I think it hit me with the AC Milan Leeds game. That was the first time I was really like, wow, there's Luka Modric passing me out. I was like, that's crazy. Like,
that was sold out, wasn't it?
That was sold out. Yeah, I think, and it was mostly Leeds. It was crazy. I was like, I think they have a Galway fan club. I think that brought a huge amount.
Yeah, very well supported.
Yeah, I think it's they were winning loads back in the day, like before I was born. So, but that's where it came from.
Sorry, Giles.
Leeds were the last winners of the old First Division before it became Premier League.
Oh, wow.
Correct,
okay. Yeah.
I think they got relegated the year after or something, did they? No, that was Forest. Sorry,
that was Forest.
Wrong.
Yeah. Well,
they
back in
were
the
the last
this
winners
year.
of the they are. They're, like, probably not that far away from
imagine recording, like imagine being at pitch side when like a Champions League quarter final and that music.
Yeah, that would be
that's
absolutely insane. Like that's the dream.
Man United have their song and Arsenal have their song. And Leeds and Man City, but that Champions League music is iconic.
Do you know
it's different gravy.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Do you know that Champions League song? Do you know what's sang in all the different languages?
Is it? Yeah,
I found this out the other day. So like, I seen a video of the lyrics. So it's like French, Italian, Spanish, German, English.
Is it?
On a loop.
That's crazy.
Look it up, man. I'm telling you. That's all the questions I have for you.
Yeah.
Popa.
Wow, yeah.
But yeah, I think just rewinding back, I think
go for it.
like going from the rugby, I didn't know the players, but I think if like Saka and them were passing me out, I don't know if I'd take it as,
camera 5. Camera 5.
He's at the fallen.
Can you stiffen your hand, please?
No, I think that's the aim anyways. I think I want to get to Premier League level, and I've tried a few contacts and it's not worked out for me yet, but now I'm backing up with some more experience now this year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like it's not a pipe dream, right?
I think it helps you as well. Like I think that's the sport I film the best because I play it the best. Like there's just when that like there's iconic shots there of like from a camera point of view, of like a player cutting inside and curling one top bins. That's like an iconic shot to get in the camera because you can see him eyeing it up, and from the angle you have from behind the goal, like that's things you want to be getting as well. Like I love when you get those kind of things on camera. It's amazing. Like
what's for you won't pass you.
Well, I think you're not too far away from it, right?
No. I'm close.
Honestly.
I think. Give me another 5 years, I'll be back, and you can ask me again if I've made it or
You're
not.
closer to that than finding Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Imagine that documentary where Jack Ripper standing outside his grave with a camera.
I've 4 years of this short film. I'd sooner make the Premier League, I think, and finish this film. Like.
Very good. Morgan, we're into a section where we do quick fire questions. Quick fire questions is brought to you by Sneaky Sessions, the Carlo legends making knives all over Europe. From events to DJing to producing bangers, they do it all with serious vibes. Based right in the heart of Carlo Town, as Podge says, but repping the...
What to say about flattery?
But repping the country far and wide. Check them out on Instagram at Sneaky Sessions. Jez Podge were punching here and he's all with all these fine companies.
Won the lads.
Surely are, yeah.
No prep, no
You
warning.
surely are.
It's just pure randomness. Answer as quick as you can, but you can have a little bit of elaboration.
Okay.
All right,
Chances
so
are I'm going to cut across any with some stupid
there
logic.
he
right?
cuts across everybody. Yeah, like a knife through butter. That man is. Yeah. First one, GA or soccer?
Soccer, 100% every day.
From Clare though. That's
I
a
know
big show.
it's controversial. Yeah, my local GA is I don't think my local village, every single person is GA. I don't think many of them play soccer at all. Like I'm one of the only ones that I don't know picked soccer. I don't know why.
Is there a soccer club in your village?
No, the nearest one is about 20 minutes away.
Avondale
that's not
or Clare,
bad.
right?
Avenue would be Clare.
Avenue.
Yeah, Avenue.
They're a big club,
They'd be
right?
big. They'd be Ennis.
Newmarket.
Most of the clubs are Ennis, so that's the nearest
Yeah.
big town
Yeah.
basically. So they get a lot. The nearest one to me is Kilrush. For a while, I played with a team called Moher, who were up near Cliffs of Moher. Obviously, it's in the name.
Oh yeah.
So they had a weird advantage.
Moher.
Yeah,
Moher.
they have one up there in the burn. It was all rock, and we had a bit of an advantage because we never cut the grass. So away teams didn't know what to do. They couldn't kick it on the ground, and you couldn't kick it in the air because the wind coming over the cliffs. Like, so it was a lose-lose for everyone, really.
Newmarket on Fergus.
Yeah, they're there as well.
Is that what their club is called?
That's a trek now. In fairness, though. So
That's where we went at the academy. Newmarket on Fergus.
yeah, but no soccer. I've gone back to GA recently, but it's always been soccer for me. So yeah.
Good man. That's what we like to hear.
Favorite sports movie?
Oof.
I had to put that in there.
Do you know, I was thinking there now. I liked Moneyball for a while, but it's been a while since I've seen it. I think the last one that's kind of hit with me has been probably Ferrari versus Ford. I think I
I've
like
seen
that.
it.
I like the
Brilliant.
energy and adrenaline and
Yeah.
a bit of father son bonding, and yeah, there's a good story in it, and yeah, I like the edge of the seatness of it. It's
Any of the
great.
Formula One ones are brilliant.
What's yours,
Yeah.
Pop?
Oh, Podgy. There's a few. Sure, you watch. The one on Sebi is unbelievable. How he learned to
What
play
was
golf.
that?
Yeah.
The Spanish one. Goal. Was it just called Goal?
Your man goes over to
soccer-
Newcastle.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
one.
terrible film.
But it's probably the only soccer one there, isn't it?
I don't like.
I don't know. There's
Yeah.
not many.
I watched. I don't
There's
know.
a
David
David
Beckham?
Beckham documentary. Yeah. Haven't seen that one
I watched
either.
the one on deep sea diving.
Yeah.
You watched that on Netflix?
I
No, I
watched
haven't
that.
seen it.
That was
Very sad.
absolutely
Yeah, it's good.
unbelievable.
I
What's called
can't
The Blue,
like
was it or
Something
something?
like that, yeah.
those things are
Brilliant.
crazy. Like how they hold their
Crazy
breath.
how
Like
they do
it's
it.
mental.
Nuts.
Nuts all together.
Remember Titans,
Yeah.
by the way, is the best sports film of all time.
What's that one now?
Remember Titans, Denzel
That's the American
takes
football one.
over American football
Oh.
team and he integrates. It was Jordan, obviously.
Yeah, I'd say it's second
It's a great film.
to any given Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put that
sorry.
on. I'll put it
I
on the watch
apologise.
list.
I'll give you that one.
That's the greatest speech.
Mhm.
Yeah, Inches.
Oh, and there was the South African one where the coach.
Invictus.
Yeah,
Brilliant
that's
film.
good as well.
Brilliant
Very good. Yeah.
Who plays Mandela? Freeman plays Mandela.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. No, now do you know what? You don't go on Netflix
sure,
looking for
it's
sports
unbelievable.
movies, but then like now
You
that you're
don't.
So many
now
of
that you're
them.
bringing them up, it's
Disney
like,
Plus
yeah,
is the best for the sports movies.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Lots to put on the watch list now.
Yeah.
Go-to takeaway after a big event.
Ah.
Super size man.
Morgan Mescal, super size me.
Do you know what? It's a tricky one because like a lot of my events, like they finish so late. I'm getting home at like 2:00, so it's probably like into Birdie Hill or into Alabama Plaza, quick Supermax. Like I don't get much
Yeah.
choice. Whatever's open at
Can't be a
2:00.
Supermax, can't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
5-ounce burger meal, 100% every day. Or snack
Smoky
box,
bacon
snack
for
box.
Pitch side or high up in the stands?
For me, pitch side every day, every day,
Yeah?
every day. Yeah, I
You
suppose
feel more connected to the match?
big time. Yeah, like
Yeah.
your pitch side, you see. I think when you watch, I'm going to take soccer for an example. When you see a soccer game on a TV, I think you like the passes just like they look just regular passes. But when you're pitch side, you see how fast they're fizzing the ball into them and how every single touch they have to be so focused, switch on to kill
Yeah.
that ball dead, and then like ping a 70-yard pass and it lands right in their foot. Like I think it's taken for granted when you watch it on TV. Because I think people
Yeah.
play FIFA as well. It's like that same
Yeah.
thing. It's like, oh yeah, it's just automatically going to go to this player. It's automatically going to that player. And then you're pitch side and you understand how fast they're pinging each other and it's right to their feet. They're so accurate.
Yeah.
You understand, okay, yeah, that's why they get paid so
I
much
love,
money.
I
like,
love watching players scan.
Yeah.
scanning
before
around
the ball
looking.
comes
Yeah,
I'm like,
100%.
he knows the ball is coming to him. It's going to go to you. It has to go to Podge
Yeah,
after this.
he knows his next
Podge
2-3
is-
steps ahead.
I can take a touch or step it to the right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. And you can get that closer to the pitch side, obviously.
Yeah.
So you see it from the stand, but it's a different game altogether.
Yeah.
The live matches for me is an overview on the shape.
So you like
And
to
I
see that
the
I
higher-
format.
couldn't believe the
From the
first
higher
time.
view, Podge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe being at a match in Old Trafford of the height. I was sitting beside a fucking idiot man. I was talking
drowned
about
it.
football. Couldn't listen to him. But at the time I was going through my coaching badges and all that, and I couldn't believe the compactness
Yeah.
of the team defending.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could have thrown a towel over them.
Could you? Yeah.
And it was just opened my eyes like, oh, that's defending.
Yeah.
Oh, that's defending.
And what do you make of the Irish team now? Tough.
I said it last week. Not enough players playing at the top level.
Yeah.
What
do you make of Doherty?
The fullback?
He was playing left back against Hungary.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they're great, but I don't think that manager's getting enough out of them either. They're not as bad as what they are.
Yeah. I was just, I don't know.
Someone did make a statement that Irish team, that Irish group's on the cusp of great, and I heard Keegan quote him. I can't remember who said it.
Well, they're miles off it with that. No
there was a quote like someone is on, like that guy said that this Irish squad is on the cusp of greatness. No, what their definition of greatness is, I don't know. Right?
Well, I think our best players are keeper. Like,
yeah.
So
The biggest mistake they make, and I think it's a common occurrence, is that like they think they're better than what they are.
A little bit, yeah.
Not. Like they think they could steamroll Armenia.
Yeah. Well, I just think
against Portugal, it'd probably be okay. They'll get beaten.
Yeah.
But it won't be scutched.
Yeah, it won't be hammered.
It's crazy.
But as a fan, though, it's because you don't expect them to beat Portugal.
Yeah.
If they get bet 1-0, you think, what a result there.
Yeah.
But we're expecting to go on to beat Armenia, and rightly so. And they should be putting away them teams.
Yeah.
Should be, yeah.
They should be putting away them teams. They should be putting away the Hungaries.
Yeah, and so you have your coaching badges, have you?
Yeah,
so like, how would you change things if you were given the team in the morning? Sorry, I'm taking over the podcast.
I said last week, no, I 100% go 3-5-2.
3-5-2.
100%. It'll be Parrott and Ferguson up top for me. I like Cullen. I think we need to find.
I like them lads in the middle of the field as well.
I'd play Johnson and Ben as the wing backs.
I thought Aziz was very good against Hungary. He was like, I saw him. Like, he's got such a deft touch, like such a soft touch.
I like that Smodics as well. I'd probably play Smodics and Aziz ahead of Cullen and give Cullen a job of just screening and our possession, having the boys drop back into like maybe a box 4.
They haven't got the midfielders to play through other teams.
Yeah.
So you have
The
to
only
bypass
thing
the
that-
midfield.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to bypass it and go up to the big 2 units up front. Feed off the seconds if you can, or get the strikers to hold up the ball or something.
But I just saw, like, against Hungary, there was a lot of passing the ball over and back along the backs. And from where I was sitting pitch side beside Tony, the presenter, and like, I thought Matt Doherty should have been pushing up to get the ball a little bit higher.
Yeah,
whereas he was kind of, he was dropping back, and then
Deep,
by the time he gets the ball, then he's getting it to feet. Then he's not getting it up higher. He's sure the attacker's in on top of him again. And he just has to pass back, and it was a whole lot of this going nowhere with it, rather than trying to push up a little bit more.
They're very flaky though.
But you see, the international football is at a level where every team is extremely well coached and extremely well drilled to the point where you're not going to. We're not going to outplay a Hungary or an Armenia anymore. I would still expect them to win, but there's other ways to win a football match.
There is, yeah.
Get it forward.
Yeah.
That's the Irish thing. I keep going back to the whole fucking thing about Irish soccer, right? One of the greatest moments I ever seen live in Irish soccer was, I'll give you 2. One was in the O2 World Cup where a long ball to Niall Quinnery heads into Robbie Keane, beats Oliver Kahn, right? The second one was Randolph had his ball in his hands, drops it down, plays one over top, 60 yards in the Shane Longley, scores it with Germany 1-0. 2 of the greatest moments in Irish soccer. And that is us.
It can be as basic as that. Yeah.
That's our template. And I love to get down. I love to play. I love lads arriving late, overlaps, inside runs, play with 2-10s, whatever. Get it fucking forward and do what we do best.
Yeah. And he is very good forward up front as well, I think. I think any ball that lands to his feet, we've a strong possibility of finishing with him up front, I think, Ferguson.
One of my favourite moments before we finish on that is Ray Keane hitting Mark Overmars inside a minute.
Yeah. Brilliant.
You're in my house.
Yeah. Here you go. Land one early. Set the pace.
And they would have known each other from their Arsenal Man United days. They're massive rivals. He set the tempo that day.
Yeah.
And he bossed the game from start to finish.
Yeah.
And little 5 and 6 and 8 yard passes. Give it to me, get it back, and take it under pressure all the time. They don't have a player close to that calibre anymore. Yeah. Close to it. Especially in the engine room. Next one. Headphones in or no music while working?
Oh, well, there's headphones on, but it's not music. I have to listen to the director, so I think that answers that one for me anyways. Unless I don't like the director and headphones go in.
What?
Yeah. Can't hear you. Yeah. Thing's breaking up.
Guinness or a pint of lager?
Pint of lager. I used to be like Tully's used to, back in my college days, pint of Foster's was €2 a pint. It's gone up now quite a bit.
Pints of
But
Foster's,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
was like it was. You know, I actually half liked it. You know, or maybe I grew to like it because of the
I
cost.
could tell you
But,
stories what students did for
yeah.
free drinking Craig's. Oh my God.
stop.
That's another episode, Bob.
Yeah,
Not females though.
We may do a Rag Week episode. Do it anonymously.
Jesus Christ.
Although I got turned off Guinness too by the GA lads. I was watching an Arsenal game one day. Back, I used to like Guinness, the odd one here and there. I started off with 2 pints of Thieves, and for whatever reason, I was like, oh, sure, I'll get a Guinness as well. Second half, I was just drinking on my own. Why not? Down in Court Clare, no one else around, getting clear. But anyways, in comes a load of the GA lads, and they're like, oh, Morgan, what are you drinking? We're going doing rounds. Oh, so they spot the Guinness. So I was like, okay, grand Guinness, whatever. And I was only out for a few casual ones while I'm watching the game. So next thing, 2 or 3, I was getting stacked. I was like, oh, just trying to drink it with the lads who were on one, like.
Yeah.
And many Guinnesses later, I was like running home, topless, drunk out of my mind, like in the rain. And I woke up with a worst hangover ever, getting sick, and it worked the next day. And that was the end of me drinking Guinness in for, I think, till this day. I don't think I've drank one since, like, so that's another
Couple
reason.
is nice.
Foster's.
Couple of Guinness.
Couple of
is nice.
casual ones are nice,
Yeah.
like sip away on
I
it.
love
But
when you're going to one pub and it's a sitting.
Yeah.
You're having, this is going to be a 6 to 8 pint session.
yeah, and if you know it's a
Nice
reliable
Guinness.
Guinness, a reliable one. Yeah.
Nice.
You've never done a 6 or 8 pint session in your life.
In each pub. What's worse? Rain on the lens or fans blocking your shot?
Oh, just there, both no idea. Better than lads spilling pints on your lens too, as well. That has happened. I'd say that the rain can be a disaster. I've had a game again down. I swear, every time I go to Galway, it's just lash and rain. Hate the place, but I was up in the heist again another day, and it was just the wind in the rain direction was straight into my lens, and like the director at one stage just was like, Morgan, give up. Like my lens cloth was wet and damp. There was nothing more I could do. I was wiping it, and like as soon as you take it off, it's wet again. And it's just you know. So I'm gonna say rain on the lens, because at least the fan's blocking your shot. You can get security moving or whatever, and you're usually in front of them anyway. So,
That's an iconic shot, isn't it?
The Fort officials are a disaster, and the
linos?
Mascots. Back in my assistant days, I took out a mascot. So some cameras are cable, and your cameraman goes running after a guy who's going for a try, and you go off running. And next thing, there's I don't know what's the mascot.
Leo the Lion, or the Munster
it could have been
one.
Leo the Lion, but I tried to hop. I hopped the cable over the medic or whatever for the team. I was right to lie myself, got it over the physio, tried to hop it over the mascot, take the mascot straight out. Gone. So he was
head taken
whipped
off
across the head. Yeah,
I was going to say that is an iconic shot though. You'd often see the hand coming across the lens.
Yeah.
Give it a wipe.
yeah.
Oh,
And you're like that,
often, you think,
man, he must be balding up there. Yeah.
He's raging.
fired.
If you
You're
could
only as good as your last game. He wasn't on the next one.
if you could swap jobs with any sports star for a day, who would it be?
Oh lordy, who would it be? Try and think of like
I'm going to ask you that as well.
some big Premier League team who win all their games. So goalkeeper that has nothing to do with. Let me think. No, I'd like to be. I think I'd like to be Guy Rockes. If I pronounced, I probably butchered his name there. As an Arsenal, I still haven't got his name down. Victor Guy Rockes.
Gokeres.
I still haven't new signing. I still haven't pronounced his name right since we bought him. But I'd love to play. I'd love to play with a team that ping the ball around, and like your main job is when it comes into the box, just finish it. Like if you have the likes of Odegaard behind you and Nwaneri or Saka playing like nice balls in behind, like I'd love that as a striker. I'd love it. So I think he'd be my man to take as a day.
It's a great question, isn't it?
Great question.
Pat on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to be the captain of Ryder Cup team in the last
Podge.
for the last 6 holes, and it's all square.
I would cut off.
How are you changing it?
I would cut off a finger
Yeah,
to be Luke Donald right now in charge of that Ryder Cup team.
class.
And I never thought I'd say that, you know. But
No.
remember a couple of episodes we were talking about the goal, and you said the Ryder Cup.
Oh man.
All I've been doing has been watching little previous Ryder
Yeah.
Cups the last 2 weeks. Every second day, I'd put on a last ever Ryder Cup.
It's brilliant.
Like
yeah.
4 hours, and I'm there watching it. Flat homework.
First thing you do if all the cameras stop working mid-match.
Someone's lost their job somewhere, anyways.
Yeah.
If your camera stopped working mid-match,
Give me a pint to get this quick.
yeah.
Streak.
What I do.
Yeah.
Take out the iPhone,
Yeah.
plug it up.
Suppose you could, right?
I think the problems do happen during games, quite often actually. But usually, like we have a big team supporting us. It's weird having an assistant now. I used to be the one running under fire to get things really quickly. Now I'm like, here, go on, get me that.
You have the runner to do it for you.
I have an assistant now,
It's
which
a true
is
statement.
strange. Like,
no
it's
point having a
strange.
dog if you're not going to let bark.
Yeah, that's it. But I know, like it depends on the problem. Like sometimes it's the camera, sometimes it's like the cable it's attached to, and hopefully it's not an operator error.
Good
So,
stuff.
Yeah.
Last one for you. One piece of kit you can't live without.
Rainproof gear in Ireland. Like I learned
In Galway
it's a fact.
specifically.
learned
Yeah.
early on in Ireland, like you need your rainproof pants, your rainproof jacket. There's many days, like it's a 10-hour day every time, and like if you, I've seen it with new assistants now that have come to games and they rock up in a jeans, and next thing they're soaked by the first hour, and they're 9 more hours of squelching around in their socks and everything.
Yeah.
Like
Not
you
as
feel
bad.
sorry for them, like, but, like
Yeah.
do you see them the second game?
You'd
then
learn
they're
fairly quick,
sorted.
right?
Yeah, big
Brilliant.
time.
Imagine video recording the ploughing this week.
Jeez,
She
I've
want a
never done it,
submarine
but-
going around with it,
Oh,
say.
big time. Yeah, I've gone
Piss, Podge. You'd be
gone
slaughtering
once.
pints off the camera, wouldn't you?
Did you ever
Gone
go to the
once, I
fight? Did you ever go
suppose.
to the ploughing championships?
Years ago, yeah.
We went 2 years ago as well.
Yeah.
Farmers
good crack.
Christmas Day, I loved it. No,
Yeah.
it's dirt crack.
That's our.
Is it,
that's our,
is it a pints in the field thing? Is it, or is it more a drinking thing, or is it actually
well,
tractors
it's
and
some crack.
No, I
Yeah,
think,
is
I
it?
think
Yeah.
there's, I think there's savage money.
yeah?
Changes
there's
hand
bands.
at the
Mm.
Wicked.
You get your illegal fireworks and all that crap.
Can you
yeah.
get all
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Your flares for your Castle Ranges and your Dolman.
Yeah. We have flares last
Yeah.
year.
There's dogs going around with Gucci chains and everything's under it. That's our
Yeah.
quick fire questions, Podge.
Brilliant.
I enjoy
Over
them. Yeah. fair
Lads,
play.
quick website reminder. Don't forget to have a look at our website, howisy.ie. You'll find all the episodes, and we have a newsletter coming soon. Once again, go and take a look. You find us at howisy.ie. It's a dreaded time of the episode
This
where
year,
we
Podge.
invite in the one and only Carlo KCLR's fabulous, mysterious voice. Here she is. Sharon, you look absolutely fabulous, girl. How are you? You look fabulous now.
Thanks, girl.
It's great to see you. The effort's gone in. You've had a few good ones. 3 or 4 weeks in a row, you've had good ones. Bit of effort. You look great. If this is shit, you're fired.
I want this reception all the time. Goodness me.
Anyway.
Hi, Morgan. I
How's
went
it
to
going?
college
Nice
at
to
Morgan.
see
Did you know
you.
that?
Oh,
Yeah.
fair play to you, Morgan. That's it. It was,
She hasn't visited me since finished.
I won't say anything because
I know she's
staring at
great.
me
She's
now, I
great.
can feel the
She's got me in
eyes.
KCLR a few
Them
times.
eyes are, yeah.
Yeah. What's
Deep
that?
in
What's the Amble song? Jezebel Eyes.
That's Kingfisher.
Sorry. Sorry.
I think.
Fucking Gen
Pretty sure it's
Z,
Kingfisher.
whatever you call yourself.
Anyway, right, do you want your curveball question?
Can I
Curveball
introduce it?
question.
Okay, go on, sorry.
Shannon's
scaring me,
Curveball
actually.
is kindly sponsored by Brew.ie, your go-to place for website design, marketing and content creation. Craig Carney, best in Carlow and the safest hands in the county, no doubt about that. Contact him at brew.ie, that's BREWWW.ie, or just contact Craig. Let's roll the dice, Shannon. Hit us
It'll be
with it.
something like, what's the worst moment in Foundry or something?
Yeah.
Very dodgy now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I've been there for most of yours, Morgan.
Wow.
Don't ask our stories.
That's another episode.
Yeah, we can do a full podcast on that
just
one.
a quick question and get her out again.
Morgan
there.
is like snake hips when he gets going.
Wow. Dance off, Morgan and
Yeah,
Papa.
Papa, there you go. Right, okay, so mine I realise are actually a lot of the time airplane based, but I am going on holidays soon, so
And it's ferry based.
yeah, it's road trip based. Going to Bagnestown. No, so you're on a plane, okay? Do you think it's okay to recline your seat?
It's not even a rant. That's a straight up no.
Yeah, I'm
What?
strong now on this as well.
I flew from. I feel like I'm always going first on this. Sorry about that, lads. But we flew an internal flight from. Oh golly gosh, golly gosh.
Golly gosh.
I can't remember. It was it was internal flight in America. It was about a 3-hour flight, and the seat in front of me was broke,
Right.
and it was broke. So I was back on my knees for the whole flight. It's the worst flight in my life.
So you don't recline your seat?
I'd never recline my seat in an airplane. If there's someone behind me, I think it's the height of rudeness.
No. I'd sleep awkward rather than do that. And if someone pushes it, the chair back, we're getting the belt back up.
Shannon's getting
because
that
that's-
back up so well.
I'm getting
Sounds
the
bad.
back
That's
up.
what happened to me. I kept pushing the yoke up.
Mm.
And just kept
I was
falling
like,
back at
this
you?
ignorant
And
one in
it's
front of
like
me.
the better the flight you're on, the more the chair will come back.
Yeah.
Poxy little Ryanair when you're going from Dublin to Liverpool, you're like, I won't come back.
Well,
So,
it's
yeah.
it's also a problem as well if you're on the transatlantic one and you're watching a movie and next thing someone's pushed back, you can't see the movie.
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
so
Relax.
it's that too.
But if you travel premium economy,
Oh, okay.
it reclines differently. That doesn't actually go back. It almost slips you down. So there's no change behind you.
Oh, okay.
No, I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I don't have the money to buy
I've done
premium
that.
economy.
There's
But
actually
anyway.
not much of a
Shut
difference.
Yeah,
There's actually not much of a difference in the price.
But no, do you know what it is, right? I have severe anxiety about doing it. I'm like, I don't think I should do this. So I will suss it out for 5 minutes and I'll make it really obvious and break my neck looking at the person behind me to see if they're asleep, it's straight back. They're getting embedded through the chair.
Laying on his lap and everything.
on the leg.
Yeah,
He's gone. Back, let's go.
It's like red light, green light. Straight back.
Put the telly on the roof so you can see it like that.
The worst one was, again, when I was going to Australia and it was that really long flight and I was sat upright like this and the person in front of me had their seat touching my nose. So I was absolutely Rubik's Cubed into the seat, right?
Rubik's Cubed.
Into the seat. It was not working out for me. So I went over to my dad, whinging, wouldn't be like me, right? And I was like, what do I do? And he said, you paid $2,000 for that chair. If you want to recline it, you fucking recline it. So I ended up reclining it then eventually.
No, I just don't. I don't.
It depends on the flight. If it's a short flight, I won't. But I always get the early ones. So I just like to...
There's no one behind me.
obviously, if there's no one behind you.
I was going to say the best spot for you would probably be the emergency exit, a little bit of a space room. But then again, if I was on that plane, I wouldn't like you being the one to open the door.
Open the door,
You,
could you imagine?
Yeah, but can we talk about the emergency exit seats on Ryanair, right? I'm a big lad, so I 9 times out of 10 I had to get that seat, right? But man, it's like sitting into a cot or something, a baby chair. But the sides, you're
He's like a polar bear in a
You're
cage.
slipped into the sides, right?
I've never sat in them.
The front chair is too far away from me because you can't pull down the table. So you're taking your table out of the armrest, right? When you're 6'2" and you're taking it out of the armrest, it doesn't even fit on your lap. It's it's at a 50-degree angle like that on your lap. So if you put a can or a bottle on it, just slips off. It's pointless. But I have to sit in them. I have to.
Because you're too
big.
nice to recline your chair. Just start reclining your chair, Podge.
You can't recline chairs on
You can.
Man, the chairs on Ryanair flights don't recline.
Well, yeah, that's why you start flying Aer Lingus.
Air Fungus, I wouldn't fly them either. They're just
We
bad.
went to, remember with Dakar Stag, we went to Vegas.
Yeah, I
Dakar
slept beside you, didn't I?
I slept for,
Most of it, yeah.
I remember Dave ahead and said to me, it was a 4-hour delay or something, wasn't it, in England?
Do you remember the plane landed in Vegas, took back off again?
Hit the runway. Yeah,
Tell him, Pop,
no,
tell
honest
him.
to God, I woke up, Shannon, this is not messing, I woke up and it was like 11.5-hour flight.
Right.
And I remember first half an hour the plane, that's been sculling pints in Heathrow everywhere. And one of the boys said, take one of them, you'll flog it with this. Now, I've no fear of flying. I said, right, I'm tired, I want to sleep. Woke up 24 minutes left or something on the flight. I was sure happy
you
days.
did well, yeah.
And I went to land. I look at all the, wherever they are, the fucking the casinos and all this.
Yeah.
Hit the runway, 4 seconds. And I went back up.
Straight back
It
up.
was claws in my legs and everything thought it was. Fucking Grizzly Adams here beside me. Like,
I thought we were done.
yeah,
Was
and
you
I
on
said,
the
"Gee, just go
floor?"
around." No, there was a
It took off again.
No, it hit the ground and come up, and there was a plane coming the other side. He had to pull up over it. Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I told us when we landed. Yeah,
That was like
something that.
MacGyver. So
He overshot it, like.
Yeah,
And he had to go. He had to go
back
again.
up. He was going to clash. Like.
That's a true story.
Yeah,
2 years could have been gone.
and then we ended up drinking with a midget for about 12 hours. It was great crack. Yeah, remember that?
I remember seeing Fabi could throw him. Disgrace. Probably one of the most inhumane
I have a
things I've
confession to
done in
make
my life.
anyway, Shannon.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, I thought I seen Podge behind me the other day and I was in the post van. I was at a traffic light. And I went green and I stopped. I was hoping it was him. And someone started beeping the horn. I was laughing my head off and then I realised
It wasn't Podge.
it was a Jetta. It was the same kind of car. I said, it has to be
I
Podge.
drive a van.
No, but I mean, I thought you were in the
Nicholas car.
Nicholas
Right,
car.
okay.
And I said, he won't recognise the boss van. And I did it on purpose. I was like, oh man, this is Podge, please get out of the car. And I was, no, when I messed up from green to when I took off was 15
waiting
to
for it to go
17
on.
seconds.
A joke.
Yeah.
A joke.
Oh, Papa.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't him. So, like, whoever
He's
that
like,
person
there's more
is,
people
just
like
to
me.
recognise me, I'm so sorry. It's only a bit of a prank. Yeah.
You get him stuck in the red, waiting for the orange, and then you just go
Yeah.
and say his horn.
Oh,
I
could
just
you
take off.
imagine?
Yeah. No, but yeah, sorry, man.
That's a true
It
friend.
wasn't me.
No, you're
We're not friends.
Colleagues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, coincidence. Is that it?
Oh, all right. Yeah, that was it. I didn't think you'd be so against
We
it straight
have
off the cuff.
a new
like.
segment that actually reviews your segment. And
Oh, you relaxed there.
you have scores out 10.
the knuckleball to the curve.
Well, this
Yeah.
is a new thing, Podge.
I just come up on the spot there.
Okay.
Right.
You've been a consistent 8 and 9 the last 3 weeks. But because you've gone to aviation again, you're gone down to 6.
It's not my fucking fault the chairs are
6 out of
bad.
10.
Podge.
Can you use, first of all, can you use your inside voice? And second of all, can you mind your P's and Q's? I know, I'm only joking. That was brilliant, Shan. Thanks very much.
Don't lie
Oh,
to
you're
me.
away next week in holidays?
The week after.
Where are you
Where
going
are
to?
you
Portugal.
Oh, yeah, you told me that, yeah.
And I will recline my chair. You do it slowly, lads, in parts.
Yeah, but
and
you're
people don't
tiny,
really-
Shannon.
Check
Why
to
are
see if you
you?
sleep
But you,
first.
you shouldn't have to recline it though. Like, you're not tall or big. Like,
I like my comfort.
enough said. So, yeah, say no more.
You spot that girl in the airport, God bless, sitting
What part
behind
of
her.
Portugal are you going to?
What part of Portugal?
You're going to
Albufeira.
Albufeira,
in
yeah.
time for the match.
Seshlehem, is what I've seen it called online. Albufeira is now
Never
known as
Albufeira. There's a bit
Seshlehem.
more, alright.
No. I've never been to Portugal, full stop.
When's the match? Will she be over for the match?
Oh yeah, I don't think so.
No.
If
Not
there's
while
a
away,
match,
is it?
I'm telling you now, I've never
You'll
gone
be
on
in the side.
Oh, I'm
holidays.
going with you.
I've never gone on holidays at home without us ending up in some sort of stadium somewhere.
Have,
He's actually said that to me. Met him, yeah. He's going to, what's the game? I couldn't keep straight.
Oh, sure, I'm telling you. But he will check it every single time. So when we get there, it's just a given now. I'm like, right, grand, tickets come out of your account. I don't give a shite.
Do you enjoy going to that with your wife? Do you enjoy because you go to a lot of live events with him, wouldn't
Yeah. I actually don't mind that. I think the atmosphere, especially in big stadiums, are good crack.
Yeah.
So I actually don't mind them. I think they're good. But
Trading going when you're there, you're
every
okay.
single holiday.
Do you know, I've had some, speaking of planes, I've had a great atmosphere one day. One of the Arsenal games I went to, I was on the way back, and we were in a plane with a drama group or something, a full plane of drama people. And next thing, the friend that was with me started, I don't know how, I think he had a few bottles or something, started singing Horse Outside. The whole drama group, being drama group, started joining in. Whole plane back,
Flash
singing,
mob.
yeah. And then he goes, right now,
mob.
fuck it down the runway. And literally, as he said it, lands, boom, boom, boom. Didn't feel
No
the flight at
way.
all. Like, that was my
Planners, yeah.
yeah.
There you go now. That was just Podge and Popa.
I'm just
Front.
getting you from a 6 up to a 7. You added a bit of
No,
stuff
thanks,
into it.
Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teamwork. It's a group
Sorry,
assignment.
just go to outside. Still a 6.
VAR.
So you'll be here. We'll have you next week then, yeah.
Yeah.
Coolio
Unfortunately.
Iglesias. That episode was sponsored by Carl Estimating for all your construction, tendering. See the squinting. Just put me glasses.
You sound like you're doing the debts.
Yeah, yeah. Hold side, one sign. Let's go. Hold side. For all your construction, tendering,
Even
and estimating
beside me
needs, check them out at carlesman.ie. Morgan, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks
It's
for having me,
genuinely
lads.
appreciated.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck with everything going forward. When you have any future projects that reach Cannes, leave 2 tickets at the front door for myself and Papa, all right?
Front seats.
Lads, we're loving bringing all this to you. I feel like it's getting more enjoyable every week, but the numbers are going down, but I don't care, I'm selfish cunt. Please like, follow and share the podcast. Someone there might get a laugh, a lift, or just feel a bit less mad after listening to us. We appreciate everything. Papa, anything? Final word.
Best of luck with Morgan in your career.
Cheers, thank you very much.
I have a feeling that big day is going to come for you, bud, and I really hope it does.
Fingers crossed.
You're a good lad, you're an honest man, and
Cheers.
keep going. You're from Clare, the downside, but you're in Cardiff for long enough, so
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a scallionaire.
I'm half and half.
Yeah,
at
you're
this
half and
stage,
half now, yeah. Best of luck, bud.
Cheers, thanks.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
As always, that's not my podcast.
No, my podcast.
Carlo Sports Podcast. It's your podcast. Good luck and God bless until next week.
Over and out.
How is he?
How is he? How is he?
That's full time on this week's episode of the Howsy Podcast. Available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Amplify. Got a story to tell? A voice that needs to be heard? Get in touch with us here in Amplify, Carlow Town's professional home for podcasters of all kinds. We can be found on Instagram at Amplify Podcast Studio. Amplify, power up your podcast.